another Film Hooligans bonus feature review. I'm John, the host, and as always, I am joined by my co-host, Mr. Jason Alt.
Hey, everybody. I should really change my name to Jason, the host, so I get equal respect with John.
Today we are talking about a punk rock Christmas thriller in Idle Girl. So, Jason, what did you think of Idle Hands 2, The Drunk Girl That Stole Christmas?
I thought this was pretty slick for an indie movie. I thought it was technically sound, well made. It felt a little sparse. I felt like it was a little insubstantial. But then you told me they shot this in 4 days, and I went from being like, man, this should have been longer to how did they get this shot in 4 days?
Yeah.
So when you watch the movie and you realize how little time they had to make this, it gets even better. I was real impressed.
This was a ton of fun. I'll just be upfront about it. This is from the Rad Entertainment Group and the hm&m Films Group. This is Rebecca Erb's writing and directorial debut. So these are people that I have known for about 4 years now in this creative space. They'll really appreciate the kind of mug I'm drinking out of, or the beer stein I'm drinking out of tonight. They just did so much work in 4 days. But if we got a chance to also get some behind the scenes info also, they used 23 hours of those 4 days. So it was literal, 24 hours a day for 4 days. But they did so much. And I mean, great score, good written script. This was shot and edited by Tony Walters, who is the founder of Rad Entertainment. Without spoiling it too much, Jason, what is Idle Girl about?
Idle Girl is about a girl who's not doing anything. So a scientist who used to work in a research facility where they created a zombie virus, I guess, tries to move on in her life and gets a job at a record store in the Midwest, but her past has a way of catching up to her, and she can only run away for so long before she has to confront the monster she created.
I've reviewed their movies from the very beginning. June was Tony Walters' debut. Bad Moon River was Dan Murphy's review, who was the co-director on this one. And I have to say that this is their best effort. Every time they're just such a great collaborative group of individuals. And every time I view something from them, it's just a little bit better, a little bit more polished. These shots in this, I have to give so much credit to Tony Walters. There's the opening scene during the credit roll where the camera is just so frantic, and that kind of, in a good way, and that sets the tone for kind of the pace and the movie in general. It looks like, at first I'm like, whoa, it looks like a camera is mounted on a GoPro on a skater, but cruising around a living room. It's going under beds and, out the window and stuff like that. But that's kind of what the tone of the movie is supposed to be, and it makes it different from everything else. So I really like the energy and the pacing of the film.
I'm less biased than John. I don't consider the Red Entertainment Group my friends necessarily. So when I say I thought this was, pretty good for an indie movie, I guess you can trust me to be a little more objective. I didn't not want to like it, but at the same time, I didn't care if I hated this, right? Does that make sense?
Totally.
So it's an hour, it's a cool zombie movie without being a blood and guts type zombie movie. It's almost more of a crime or mystery movie. It defies genre, I guess, right? It was really enjoyable. And if you don't love it, it's an hour.
Well, and that's something I'll say is they did cram so much into that real thin runtime.
Yeah.
Which makes it exciting, but also I feel like it could be to its detriment as well, because it's I'm watching this movie and now it's something completely different, but it doesn't the wheels never fall off. It all still ties together correctly, but it just the whole time I'm like, man, I just wish that scene just gave us a little bit more time to breathe. This could have been fleshed out just a little bit more. And I know, I just knowing that they had such a breakneck schedule to abide by, that was just like heartbreaking to me, because this film could have been pretty great and just really great. And take it for what, take it from me or not, like Jason said, I'm a little biased, but what's holding it back is just the brevity of it, because I feel like it just had to be.
This isn't like disappointing in the way that like your favorite sandwich restaurant changing their recipe is disappointing. This is disappointing in the way that your favorite restaurant like shrunk the portion sizes.
Yeah.
And you're like, that was good, but I wish there were more of it, sort of a deal.
It's Jimmy John's.
Yeah.
You're like, where's the rest of my sub?
They made this movie so fast I freaked. So.
And it comes with free smells on the Blu-ray.
Sponsor us, Jimmy John's.
Yeah.
You see how seamlessly we shilled for you while also reviewing this movie?
Do it, you
Pay
cowards.
us, Jimmy John's.
Yeah.
Yep, this was made so fast it was freaky.
Let's talk a little bit about the cast. Leanne Johnson is just giving it her all. She takes every single bit of this, thriller, albeit sometimes silly, premise thriller, super seriously. Like, she's all in. She's our lead. She plays Leanne. She seemed just really seasoned in this, and I think that kind of, I don't know if I would say inspired the rest of the cast to kind of to give it their all too, but it's a definitely like lead from the front with your lead in this film, and I think she was great. R.J. Seacott was another standout for me. He played just like I think his name was Ben. He was like the comic relief. I really liked him. He was the record store guy that was like following her around.
Yeah, Leanne has like a few more IMDb credits than RJ does, but he's been at it a little longer, so like I think she's just getting started with will be sort of a pretty decent career. She had a regular spot on a television show called Chicago PD, and she's got a lot of projects in production right now, so I kind of think we're going to see some more of her, and it was nice to see an independent movie where, like it felt like the crew was sort of like, they're still sort of learning by doing, but it really felt like she was so competent that she carried the film a little bit. When you have good performances in an independent movie like this, I think that makes all the difference. It's the one most noticeable thing that's lacking sometimes. So the fact that she was good in this really, I think, did a lot of the heavy lifting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, gore was effective, like in most hm&m films. You could always count on that. Good makeup effects, Derek Worley, and then they used their longtime collaborator as far as the score goes, Adam Gundrum, and I think this is his best score to date. The talent was just a step above anything that they've kind of worked with before, and it definitely showed. And just the more that like Rebecca and Tony and Dan do these films, it's just like I feel like every time it's just going to be that much better. And I think that Idle Girl is super enjoyable. I know that they're pushing for distribution soon. Blu-rays were sent out for pre-purchase, and I know you could go on Rad Entertainment's website and pick it up for like buy the digital copy and all that. So it is going to be out there. Distribution, more information on that soon to come. So be sure that you're subscribed to our channel so we could let you know all the upcoming information on Idle Girl. If you don't want to purchase the copy, the physical copy or the digital copy, and you are interested in seeing this film, more to come on that. Just stay tuned. But yeah, give us a thumbs up down below. Tell everyone that we are reviewing films. I'm John the Host. I'm at John the Host on Twitter. Mr. Jason E. Alt, where can everyone find you?
Like you just said, I'm Jason E. Alt on Twitter, and if you're interested in the other things I work on, I've got a pinned tweet at the top that'll let you know all the other stuff I do.
Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.